Yeah. And, I will say this, though. I mean, obviously, on topics like that, more sensitive ones, there are topics that probably should be talked about to people if they understand the truth. But, yes, I definitely agree that if you really want to avoid trouble, conflict, whatever, just leave it be, and you really won't have that come up.
Mm.
So definitely, I agree with you. So let's see, what do we got here? Okay. People have asked you so much about how'd you know Kat, and I was on your live stream the other day, and apparently there was a dating rumor, I guess, between you and Kat that, I kind of felt bad for you because, like, you get this question and you're thinking, I was thinking, like, that's got to be so awkward,
Not really.
Really? I mean, I would have sat there and been like, oh, there's a dating rumor about me? That's weird. I mean, yeah, you got to get used to rumors and people will just speculate, but, you guys did, first of all, you guys did an amazing job because even then I had no hints whatsoever that you guys were dating. I always thought you were all just friends, even when people were like, oh my god, he's dating this person, or she's dating this person. I always thought you guys, because you guys acted like friends on the show. You never, like, Kat would never, like, go over to you and be like, oh, I want to be in bed with you later or something stupid like that. So what made you, you don't have to be, well, what am I saying? It would be kind of cool if I could get an honest answer about this. Did you bring Kat on not just because she's smart, but also because, like, if you had to choose between a girl who was really smart and Kat who's really smart, and one was better looking than the other, you would probably just, for show reasons, you probably had to go with her, right? Because if it was between, someone else too.
Why, because of my girlfriend at the time?
Well, yeah. I mean, like, just because when you did the sexy nerd girl thing, I was thinking, like, after finding out, after seeing your actual girlfriend, girlfriend, I mean, she probably didn't give a crap, and that's awesome. My girlfriend's basically the same way, and that's why she's my part of the reason she's my girlfriend, because she doesn't care if you make fun of that stuff. She's not bipolar by any means, and I think that it's just did you ever really want to have 3 men on the show? Do you think that would ever look kind of weird, and you felt like you needed to have a balance, and maybe that's part of the reason why you have a lot of subscribers as well?
I don't. Kat just played video games as much as I did, and we would play video games all the time. Mike and I wanted to do a show, and it was just a simple decision of, like, let's just do a show. Plus, she's an actress, and she wants.
Yeah, true. I've seen her channel too.
Get into that stuff, so that was one thing. But yeah, so. Mike and I were just like, hey, Kat's going to come on, and that was it. There was no, like, okay, Kat will be here because she's hot, and there's going to be people that are going to watch us because she's a female, and blah, blah, blah. That thought, I mean, really, that thought has never come up. Like, we're not like, oh, Kat, like, we definitely use the fact that she's a woman.
Well, yeah.
Like, we've got her to do ridiculous things on the show because she's a girl, but I don't. It's because she wanted to do those things. Like, she's as crazy as we are. It's not because we're forcing her to get views. Like, to be honest, if she's not available to shoot, we film without her. It's not like we can, you know what I mean? We do that all the time. Like, we're doing it Saturday. I don't think she's back from her vacation. But the fact that her and I were dating during the first, like, year and a half of the show, it didn't change anything because we still acted the same way we would usually, except I don't think a lot of people know this, which is kind of exclusive to this interview, but to a certain degree, I wouldn't say that we're acting on the episodes, but I mean, the way we see it is Kat is the person that's like the glue of the show because she explains the story and she does it better than Mike and I.
That's just planning it out. That's not necessarily. I think. Are you saying that basically, like, because you mentioned before about how you improvise a show? Is that sort of where you're going with this?
No, I'm just saying, like, I play an asshole on the show on purpose. Like, Mike plays the comedian on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's our roles on the show.
Probably.
And
yeah.
we know what we should do. So, like, I don't try to be extremely funny because I know Mike is funnier than me, and like, I wouldn't say more witty than Mike, but I would say I'm more of like the, sometimes I can be like a witty asshole. So I play that part up because he's the funny guy, and Kat plays like the girl. To be honest, she's Kat. She's just herself. She plays sort of the, I don't even know what her role would be if we had to say what she is. I don't even think she's
just herself.
No. She's just herself, yeah. But I mean, I definitely decide to be more of an asshole on the show on purpose. Like, I like to make the show awkward on purpose because I like making people feel awkward. And if I succeed at it, that's what I like to do. I don't know why, but
it's just something that you gotta do. It's
just
fun.
like I think if we were just boring people talking in monotone voices, saying like this game is a 9 out of 10, it's great graphics. I don't like it.
Just listening to you like that, I can't, like, I would probably be laughing my butt off, like, just because of the fact that, like, it would be so unbelievable listening to
exactly.
that, you guys.
It'd be dumb, and I don't know why people would watch it. So, if you watch, like, here, I think that was the first video ever, which was the 300th video we've ever put up. That video showed me that I could do videos on my own, and they were still entertaining to people. Like, people were actually commenting below, like, the other two people aren't in this video, but it was still, you held it together. So I think that was always a goal for us to be able to, if we had to do a video alone, to make sure that we could do it together. Like, for instance, I think that if, like, because they say Kat left the show and it was just Mike and I don't think I think people would be sad that she was gone, but the show would still be the show.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad, certainly, that you don't have the whole team, because that's what makes the most balance and entertainment in terms of the show. But, I mean, you guys, like, that's one of the things that was interesting, because when I first saw the first show where you guys said, oh, Kat's not going to be here, I was just thinking, like, this is where they're going to be tested, because they are going to now have to prove that they still can make it entertaining, funny, with just two of them. And I thought you guys could, but I wasn't sure until I saw it. And I'll even admit it, to a certain degree in some areas, not all. Certainly I love when it's at its best, which is when all three of you are there. But
I know what you're already going to say.
Yeah.
Like, it's pointless it's not pointless, but I mean, sometimes I feel like Kat's in the video for no reason sometimes, because it's like, if she doesn't play the game, sometimes she's not in the video because she doesn't like it. It's that simple.
You mean like the Minecraft video? Like, I mean, I'm just trying to make an example.
Well, no, exactly. There's no reason for her to be in like a Modern Warfare versus Call of Duty debate, other than maybe mediating it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be honest, it's because she doesn't play the game, she doesn't like them, she's not interested. But like, if it's a Little Big Planet 2 video, then obviously she loves the hell out of that, so she should be there. Yeah. Just like, for instance, if I'm not on the... Well, I've only missed a couple episodes, but there's been one episode where I was just like, I'm not doing this because I think it's dumb. I'm not going to mention what it is, but I do still appear in the episode, but you could tell I don't care.
Yeah.
But I tend to, like, if we don't like to do something, we usually don't do it.
True, definitely.
I don't think there's ever been a video where we were like, oh, well, let's do it because it's going to get us views.
You think that